Bob's Burgers is an example of a show that started kinda weak in season 1, but then got a lot better and better, to the point that I've tuned into it more than Simpsons and Family Guy combined, at least in the last 10 years. While I can still laugh a lot at Family Guy, Bob's Burgers is my go-to comfort watch after a long day. It's a show that's grounded in reality, yet not tiring or cynical. It's flooded with characters, yet each character is painted so real that it's hard to hate almost any of them. It's a show I've watched so much over the last 8 years that it's hard to know where to start talking about it. So let's begin by reviewing an episode. Let's start with the season 12 episode, Saving Favorite Drive-In. Why? Well, it's one of my favorite episodes, and I think it demonstrates clearly how every part of this show emanates warmth and relatability. Plus, the whole episode is done in a very novel, nostalgic setting with the beautiful drive-in movie theater atmosphere. And honestly, parts of it just bring a little relatable to me.
Wow, big turnout. Where were all of you for the last 40 years? Just kidding, mostly.
It's a nice simple story, I'll go through it with you. Bob's driving his family to a drive-in movie theater. In case you don't know the characters, he's taken his wife Linda, a wild but very kind-hearted, hard-working woman, and a very caring wife.
The car is like a giant purse with wheels. Look, I brought grapes, and the almost fancy crackers, half a bag of croutons.
Bob's daughter Tina is in the car too. She's an imaginative, probably autistic, very moral teenage girl.
God, she's on such a power trip.
Yes, I am. Call me the Candy Queen.
His son Gene's there too. He's a creative, but sometimes grating, almost too loud teenage boy with perhaps the only positively portrayed mother-son relationship in animation history.
That's about all the negativity a boy can take in one day.
Aw, where you going, sweetie?
I need some fresh air.
Huh, but Jane hates fresh air.
My favorite character, Louise, is there too. Louise is wild and cynical. She can be very cunning, but also has a strong conscience.
This drive-in likes to play old movies.
So glad it's an old movie and not one of those boring new movies.
Please tell me it's slow paced.
The drive-in theater Bob's heading to is shutting down after 40 years. He's been like once or twice, maybe 30 years ago. And for the drive-in movie's final night, they're seeing an old 60s movie called Attack of the Man Monsters. Man, I miss drive-in movies. It's funny, I've never even seen a drive-in movie, yet I still feel nostalgic for it. Look at the name of this place. Cosmic Drive-In. Doesn't that name alone scream 90s nostalgia? We get the contrast between the drive-in now and how the drive-in during Bob's Flashbacks looked when he was a boy 30 years ago.
Whoa, fly arm.
The neon sign was flashy and working. The place was well kept and seemed to be more popular. And Bob had a special encounter with his childhood classmate Ramona.
You're Robbie Belcher, right?
Bobby, or Bob, lately.
Your name is Bobby Bob Lately?
Ha! No, Bob Belcher.
She's kind of a crush, she's clearly trying to impress her. I get the impression she's trying to impress him, too.
You okay with heights?
Oh,
Forget I said heights. I meant great things. You okay with great things?
yes?
And as is the show's custom, the episode is broken into multiple, kind of trivial low-stakes subplots. Bob's having his own little main plot, trying to save the drive-in with a fundraiser and fix a sign. Linda sent a text to the wrong chat and accidentally insulted an acquaintance. And we get a third super trivial story of Louise and Gene trying to hide the fact that they ate Tina's favorite candy. But the real meat and potatoes of the story is Bob coming to terms with the drive-thru closing. For him, I think it's how a lot of people felt when Toys R Us closed. Many millennials like me went to Toys R Us in our childhood, and we didn't realize we missed Toys R Us being there until we felt the place of our childhood gone forever, leaving us with just our memories.
I never want to watch a movie not from up here.
Yeah.
Bob's struggle here is trying to figure out what he can actually do to help save the place. It's going up for sale tomorrow. But no, this is Bob's Burgers. There's nuance to this story. It's not going the way you think. So he fumbles around in his glove box and pulls out napkins. He could use the napkins as petition paper for people to write that they want to save the drive-in? Oh, goodness.
You can use napkins for a petition, right?
Unless you're a petition snob.
It's almost pitiful, but also very raw and very relatable. It just feels so hopeless, but he's trying. Most people refuse to even give him a signature, either thinking the drive-thru's not worth saving or thinking that Bob's a murderer.
He's a murderer!
Hey, I'm not a murderer.
That's what a murderer would say!
Poor Bob. As a tall, gangly, awkward-looking person myself, I get that a lot too. He eventually gets the help of his friend Teddy to fix a sign. Teddy's such a frequent character that he may as well be a part of Bob's family. He's a single, self-employed handyman who struggles with loneliness and mental health challenges like hoarding. That may sound like an unflattering description, but he's also the most loyal, caring friend Bob could ask for, while also often being annoying and awkward and constantly missing social cues by a mile.
Can I sit next to you until they come back?
That's where the plane's sitting, but you can sit next to the plane.
Okay.
He brought his mum to the drive-in, who used to come here all the time, but he goes with Bob to fix a sign. Flashbacks of Bob's time here as a kid are interspersed throughout the episode, and damn if they're not relatable. As about a 13-year-old kid, Bob just went with his dad to the drive-in.
Have a good, rest.
You know you could have brought a friend.
Well, they were busy.
And you don't really have that many.
Thanks.
That may sound harsh, but it's also a very realistic, passive-aggressive comment some older parents could give. We also meet Ramona, who Bob watches the rest of the movie with.
You think The Fly is about communism?
Yeah, I think all movies from the 50s were about communism.
Back in present day, the snacks attendant Quinn suggests Bob start a GoFundMe for the drive-in. They decided to put the really long link on the sign. I was rewatching this episode with Nin the other day, and when I saw the scene again, the first thing I said to her is, if we generously assume, say, 70 to 100 people are at that drive-in, they'd probably get an average of 3 people who actually go to that link, yet alone put in any money. But I guess that's the point. It's a last-ditch effort that leaves a person feeling kinda powerless as time moves on. I guess not everyone's butt gets saved. Bob puts up the sign and falls down.
I didn't break anything? Everything hurts.
And I seriously can't believe Teddy just left him there. Teddy adores Bob. He would never do that. Anyway, that's a very small flaw in this episode. But when Bob tells the owner about the GoFundMe, it turns out the owner wants to sell the drive-in. And yeah, who can blame her?
Oh no, honey. I want to sell.
You do?
She's been running the place for 40 years. And for a lot of that time, no one showed up. I get it. She wants to retire.
Listen, I'm sad to say goodbye, but I want to retire.
Oh.
Also, when's the last time you were here, huh? Be honest.
Well...
Yeah.
Bob walks away understanding something very important. It's his memories of that drive-in place that he cherished. What he cherished was that childhood moment with Ramona, not the drive-in itself. And yeah, in an age of nostalgia being sold back to us, it's an easy mistake to make sometimes. It's the memories, the time we miss, not the place or the product or the brand. It's the time we miss. Sorry, I try to keep these reviews from prattling on too long, but Bob's Burgers is a really special show to me. Unfortunately, over the last 10 years, it's also a show that people rarely want to hear about on my channel. But if you're here, just know that this is among my favorite animated shows to watch for the last 10 years. Despite its bland name, Bob's Burgers is so special and deserves all the praise it gets.
I'd be friends with him.
Yeah?
Sure, if he promised to, like, not land and poop when we hang out.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay,